All right, let me take you to KwaZulu-Natal and a story that has been with us for a better part of the last decade or so. The trial against Nkandla architect Minenhle Makhanya is set to begin at the High Court in Pietermaritzburg. The Special Investigating Unit is hoping to recoup 155 million rand. It believes he's responsible for upgrades to former President Jacob Zuma's homestead. Government spent roughly 246 million rand on the controversial project. The SIU instituted a civil claim against Makhanya after the upgrades were found to be excessive. Let me take you to eNCA's Lethiwe Mdluli, who is out in Pietermaritzburg tracking that particular story. So the name Minenhle Makhanya, Lethiwe, became synonymous with scope creep and the adaptation of the scope, which, according to various reports, including the public protector, led to, each time his name was mentioned, basically, the cost of the upgrades would go up and what would be covered under security features would also change from time to time. What exactly is the SIU seeking today, and where do we stand in as far as that civil trial is concerned?
Well, good afternoon, Lesizwe. At the moment, we're actually outside the Pietermaritzburg High Court, where the trial against Minenhle Makhanya has actually begun. And we were here earlier on, and we were allowed to go inside and record some of the proceedings initially during the beginning of the trial. But after a while, we were told as the media to step outside because some of the matters that will be discussed in court today actually have to do with the security upgrades that were done in Nkandla in 2014. Now, we understand that Makhanya will be representing himself moving forward, as he has stated that he is broke, basically, and he cannot afford to hire any lawyers. But we spoke to the Special Investigating Unit and we asked them about this matter where the media is not allowed inside to record some of these proceedings, and they are telling us that they are working on that matter. An application was done before the trial began where we were given the right to be inside and record those proceedings. But at the moment, we understand that 3 witnesses, to Lesizwe, are going to be in front of court today, and they will be presenting some of the things that happened during the time where the Nkandla upgrades happened. And we understand that those 3 witnesses are from the SIU. Now, I asked Makgoto, who is the spokesperson for the Special Investigating Unit, about some of the witnesses, and he tells me that for now it's during the beginning stages of what actually happened. But what they are hoping is to recoup some of those monies that were done when it comes to the upgrades in Nkandla. We know those upgrades, they cost the taxpayers a lot of money, and the former public protector, Madonsela, did indicate that Minenhle Makhanya was responsible for some of the monies, or inflating some of the the monies that was spent on Nkandla. So we are hoping that the media will be allowed in at some point so we can actually record and see what happens to this trial moving forward.
Yeah, because my own comment and my own sense, Lethiwe, would be that it sounds ridiculous to me that the media would not be allowed, simply because there's this broad cover, overly broad cover, that says security matters will be discussed. What are these security matters we haven't heard of in the course of everything that has happened around this Nkandla matter?
And so, it's very important to state that Minenhle Makhanya did say that he did not have a problem with the proceedings being recorded. It was actually the SIU who raised those issues, and the presiding judge, Kate Pile, did say that for now the media will be requested to not record any of those proceedings. But Selby Makgoto, as I said, is working on that matter, and he is saying that they are working to basically have the media record those proceedings because it is a matter of the public interest.
Without a doubt. Thank you for that. We'll touch base with you a bit later on. That's Lethiwe Mdluli out in KwaZulu-Natal. There you have it, South Africa. You are being told that we can't be inside to tell you what happened in this particular case around Minenhle Makhanya, even though he says he has no problem with the media being present while his civil trial is being conducted. The whole principle of open justice, well, it would seem the good folks there in KwaZulu-Natal are telling us it doesn't matter. Can someone get on this case? Can one of the media houses, including this one, I'm challenging even my own media house, let's do something about this. It's totally ridiculous and unacceptable. Can SANEF get on top of this? This is a country that is founded on the principles that do include open justice. South Africans deserve to know. We don't take a man and take him to a dark corner and just do whatever we want with him in this country. No matter how bad we think the person is, we do open justice. Only when it's specific that there are certain details that are supposed to be closed to the media. For instance, when a child is testifying, can you then have that special arrangement? When there are secret documents, then they are disclosed between the judge and the legal representatives. You can't have a blanket ban that says no media because we are discussing security. Are we back to that situation now? Come on, someone get on top of this. E-media, someone do something. SANEF, do something. That's nonsense. It's unacceptable.